23-year-old guy from Amsterdam. I'm trying to bring something new to the table by adding like old samples and analog sounding synths to the melodic techno spectrum. Well, my father is gonna hate me for this, but I'm not. He thinks he used to be some kind of like DJ god back in the day. But I don't really know where the drive to make music came from, but it's been there for as long as I can remember. Before I start a studio session, I always make sure the room is totally dark and I turn on neon lights and I just start listening to music. Some of my biggest inspiration from back in the day, but also new music, and I just get into kind of a groove, I guess, and I just do whatever feels right at that moment, and then when I get inspired, then I start creating. Ooh. That's a difficult one. There are a lot of influences for me. I grew up as a guitar player, so a lot of my influences are like rock and roll icons such as David Bowie, The Who, The Stones. I also listen a lot to The Weeknd, like especially the old stuff, like the dark stuff he did. And when we're talking techno, I think my biggest inspirations are Inalea, Bicep, and Tell of Us. The first record I bought, that was quite recent actually, since I just started out playing vinyl. But the first record I actually bought was Let It Bleed by the Rolling Stones. After this I started buying more techno records, but I wanted to make sure that the first one I bought was like a classic that has always meant a lot. Yeah, that's a difficult one. If you would put a gun to my head, I would say first Inalea, second I would say Maceo Plex, and third Colin, I think. I think I started out when I was like 14, maybe 15. I've always been a guitar player, but I was struggling to like get a band together. As I got older, I started going out clubbing more and more, and at some point I just thought like, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna give it a shot myself. I don't want to be dependent on others. I just want to try and think what I can do for myself. At the moment, I'm gonna have to go for Pigments and the Mini V3, both by Arturia. I'm not sponsored to say this, but hit me up, Arturia. I really love that shit. Because like the sound banks used in both plugins are really like kind of weird, but also have a lot of depth to it. So when I use them, I get like inspiration early on. So they're like great song starters for me. I've been working towards this point for a long time. I also have been struggling for a long time with finding my own sound and my own genre. So this debut release means a lot to me. Also everything since the first contact with Sequence felt right. So I couldn't be more excited about this first release.